Good evening, fellow Tcash merchants, and welcome to our Tcash online training session today. My name is Amos, and I'll be a trainer today under the Tcash Soko training session named Cash Sales, Records, and Statements. So this is where we will be trying to see how can you make a cash sale using the Tcash Soko platform. And of course, when we understand how you make the cash sale, then we'll have to look at where are these records? And of course, is there a platform fee? And if there is any platform fee, what is it? And how can I get to pay that platform fee? Bearing in mind, nikimake cash sale, nimepata pesa in terms of cash. So let's journey together in the course of the session and of course, learn and unpack the great advantages of the Tcash Soko platform. I'm sharing with you my app. On my app, I'm on the business side of the app. Remember, the app has two sides, the personal side and the business side. We use the business side for all business related items and the personal side for all personal related items. So on the business side tutajua uko hapo, ukiangalia hapo chini at the middle, kuna kwanga na the option sell. That is what informs you that indeed uko kwa business side of the app. Before I proceed with the session, it is important that I remind you that this is not the first session of the week. Tumefanya another 3 sessions yesterday and 1 session today, and still 1 more session to go today. All these sessions ziko kwa YouTube. You can get to watch them in case you have missed them. Do not be the one who is left behind as other business people succeed. Let you stand to be counted. Of course, get to allocate yourself your free time, get to watch, get to learn, because education is power, or rather, knowledge is power. Let's journey together. So on this Tcash app, business side, I chose my Tcash balance, which is 0 shillings for now. Then the number of lottery tickets I have are basically 16. I only have 16 lottery tickets. So the app is running a lottery. Hii lottery inashindwa, the prize will be won by the person who makes majority of the sale using the Tcash Soko platform. I hope I succeed, yeah? But I only have 16, hoping to make more. Then the performance today shows that I've made sales worth 298 shillings. Of course, this has happened in 2 transactions. Any upcoming bookings? 0. And of course, nikikuja hapo chini, there is the option home, order, sell, wallet, and business. So now, we're talking about cash sales. Cash sales ni time customer amekuja kwa shop yako, amekuja kununua na akona pesa in notes and coins in terms of denomination. Remember, there are various ways in which you can be paid on the platform. Njia ya kwanza ni customer mwenye ako na Tcash. Scan the Tcash Soko QR code. Way ya pili ya kulipwa ni cash payment. Of course, you customer ako na cash, like, and then they pay you. Way ya tatu ni the M-Pesa payment method. So the way we are going to base our discussion on is the cash payment. Huyu customer amekuja na cash. Do I have to record on the app? What are the advantages of doing so? Is there any charge that I will be charged for doing that? And of course, how do I get to pay the charge? So we want us to just do a quick sale. Remember, this session comes after sell faster when it is busy. So it is now busy in my shop, so I'll just sell very fast. So I'll come to the option sell at the center down there. Then, of course, tulisema to sell faster, I'll not use the catalog, but I'll just use the express. And I just want to sell something and facial, and this item is costing just 50 shillings. And I'll just press on next. And of course, you can see that the three methods through which I can get paid are showing up. Kuna hiyo Tcash so-called external wallet cash payment. So nitauliza customer nalipa na Tcash ama M-Pesa ama cash. Akisema cash, then choose the cash payment down there. Then I'll press get paid. Then of course I'll confirm. Niki confirm, you can see purchase is complete. It was a quick sale. It took less than a minute. So that is why we say that Express is one of the ways of selling faster when it is busy. One of the things you can view for this transaction is the receipt. So nikiguza the receipt, view receipt icon that is black there at the center of the screen, then inanionyesha the express receipt, which shows me that this was a cash payment yenye ilifanyika kwa biashara yangu, the day and time well indicated and recorded under the category facial, subtotal 50 shillings, but the service fee is 1 shilling. So now this service fee is what I want us to address. Junataka tuelewe, what is this service fee? How much is it? Na itakuwa ina cut off from where? So that is generally what I would want us to understand. Ukiona, like it is showing me that the subtotal is 50, but the service fee is 1. So therefore, it is telling me I'm supposed to have received 49. However, huyu customer amenipea 50. But app inanionyesha that like na pesa yangu hapo ni 49. So one bob nitarudishia hapa aje? Something else that we shall be discussing. So nikikuja hapa chini, back to this purchase complete screen, inanionyesha the previous cash fee balance as 48.23, the fee for this transaction as -1, the remaining cash fee balance as 47.23, and of course the cash sale before settlement as 9,723. So now I want us to understand these things. Kila item inamaanisha nini? The previous cash fee balance inamaanisha nini? Inamaanisha you had a balance. So when you open a shop, nikifungua tu shop kwa Tcash, the developers of the app wanani allocate 50 shillings. So nanipea 50 shillings, a whole brand new 50 shillings. Hiyo 50 nafaa niitumie kumake cash payments, because cash payments zina attract a fee. I just want us to journey together around there. Every cash payment yenye unafanya ukitumia Tcash Soko app, it attracts a fee. However, fee yenye ina attract ni fee kidogo based on the advantages you get when you're using the platform. For example, the fact that you're transforming your biashara digital at zero cost, you can't compare the cost of kubuy all the ICT infrastructure na whatever price you're paying for cash transaction. Of course, you can't compare the fact that this app is helping you build a future credit history with the cash fee that is there. The cash fee is just something I would refer to as negligible. However, it has values. Value ya hii cash fee ni gani? So for any transaction, 100 shillings and below, the cash fee for this transaction is 1 shilling. So nataka tuelewane hapo. The fee for any transaction that is 100 and below is just 1 shilling. So hii inamaanisha aje? Like ni 1 bob tu. Kama transaction yangu ijapita like 100, the cash fee yenye nitadaktiwa is just 1 bob. If transaction yangu imepita 100, I'm only charged 1% of that transaction value. So kama nimeuza an item costing say 500, the transaction fee for that itakuwa ni 1% of the 500. Hiyo 1% ya 500 ni pesa ngapi? Ni 5 bob. Just 5 shillings. Kama nitauza 1,000, italipa tu 1%. 1% ya 1,000 ni ngapi? 10 shillings. Na that is how generally you can be able to, of course, keep on calculating this fee, this platform fee. However, it is auto-calculated by the phone. Something else I would have to let you know is that hiyo 50 ukishapewa, ukifanya the first transactions, inakatwa inafika zero. Ikifika zero, you're still given a credit of up to another 50 shillings. So like the app inakukopesha another 50. So you can use their 50, which was free originally, then continue transacting, wanakupea another 50. So once you get to negative 50, sasa hautaweza kutransact again. Are we together? So like once you get to negative 50, hautaweza kurecord any other cash sale before you settle that negative 50. So this is what I would encourage us to do. Ukijua you using, like, for example, 200 in cash fee, then you can just like ensure that your balance doesn't get below 200 at the start of the day. Mbona, you know your business better, unajua ni how much una expect to spend. Of course, after every cash sale transaction, itakuwa inakuonyesha the remaining cash fee balance so that you're able to plan yourself, and of course the cash sale you can make before you settle. Of course, you can see I can sell up to 9,000. So inamaanisha when I sell more than the 9,000 for 9,723, if I'm to make a sale that is more than that, haitaenda through because nitakuwa nimeshafika limit. What do I need to do once I'm just below the limit? Nafaa niongeze pesa hiyo ya kulipa, na nitaiongezea wapi? So let us just press done here. Then hiyo transaction huwa inakuja kwa wallet, na wallet ndio inakuwa na mambo yote kuhusu pesa. So let's go to wallet. Wallet iko wapi? Hapo chini kabisa, just besides the cell on the right hand side. Kuna hiyo home which is on the left, kuna orders, kuna sell, kuna wallet sasa hapo after the sell, then there is the option business. So I'll touch on the option wallets. So nikiguza option ya wallet, the first thing I'm able to see is my Tcash balance, which is 0 for now. Then just below that, there is the pay later. Pay later inamaanisha nini? Inamaanisha unaweza pay an item mtu on credit basis. It is not something new. Ni kitu tumekuwa tukifanya. Like somebody doesn't have money now, na amekuja kwa shop yako akwambia anataka unga sincerely ya kukula. So you can give that packet of unga. Huyu mtu atalipa kesho ama maybe after 1 week akishapata pesa. So that is what pay later is all about. And of course, we'll have a whole session on pay later and learn how actually you can get to earn more with the pay later. There is these other options down there. These are the options zenye zinakuonyesha the kind of sales you have made. So these are summary of all the transactions. You can come to view all. Ukiguza view all, unaona all the transactions that have been made, for example, today, which is in the month of April, and of course, the month of March. So you can be able to see all the transactions zenye nimefanya using this app on this specific shop. There are various categories zenye zinaapia hapo juu. Kuna Tcash Soko, that will mean the amount yenye umelipwa na Tcash Soko. Kuna external wallet, which would mean amount yenye umelipwa na M-Pesa, or transactions zenye zilipwa na M-Pesa zitakuwa zinaapia hapo. Then there is the option of cash, which has been my main mode of operation. Nimekuwa nikitumia cash sana sana. So then all these options zinaapia hapo. So what I just want us to understand ni that this cash payment that we just made of 50 is well recorded as an express and has an express receipt. So nikiguza hii express receipt nitaona it was an express receipt and a facial that costed 50 and the platform fee for this is just 49 shillings. Is 1 shilling and I received 49. So where do I get to, of course, recharge that balance? Hiyo balance ya kufanya nayo hiyo kazi ya kulipa hiyo na Tcash. So how do I get to, of course, repay the 50? Because remember, this is what we said. Once I have a new shop, hiyo duka mpya inapewa 50 shillings za kufanya cash transactions, na pia inaepewa another 50. So unaweza itumia mpaka ifike -50. So utapewa 50, that is free, then there is another 50 unaweza kopeshwa, so which will now take your balance to -50. Balance yako ikifika -50 hauta manage kutransact tena. So what you'd have to do ni you'd have to recharge again. So utaweka pesa tena place nitakuonyesha sahi, and then after that you'll be able to continue making your cash transaction. So unaziwekea wapi? Pale juu kabisa on my right hand side kuna $sign. Kuna $sign. I don't know whether you can see it. It's at the very corner right hand side. So the $sign ikiguza, it has all the information about cash payments. So inanionyesha this is for cash payments. The platform service fee balance for cash sales yenye nilionyeshwa after making the last sale ilikuwa 47.23. It is telling me to settle before I reach -50. So that means before nifike -50 ni make sure nimesettle hiyo balance. And of course it is telling me that if you do not wish to regularly settle, yani kama sitaki kukaa nikisettle hiyo fee, I can top it up in advance. Hii inamaanisha nini? Like unaweza weka hata pesa ya kutumia the whole month. So inaweza kuwa maybe you have employees, your business is very busy, and of course you don't want to keep on recharging the platform. You can again put in there as much as possible. And of course, hapo ukikuja utaika just the amount that you want to put. For example, if I want to top it up with something like 5 shillings, and then press the option top up. And of course, nikiguza top up, hiyo pesa itakuja. However, there's something I want you to understand, that this payment will be processed if and only if niko na pesa kwa Tcash wallet yangu. So now, here comes the big question. My Tcash balance is 0. What do I do? Ama nitafanya aje ndio niweze kulipa hii platform fee? More especially now to all of us who are making the cash sales on a day-to-day basis or on regular basis. How do you settle that? Tutasettle hiyo aje? Remember, mine won't like load because my Tcash balance, let me just move back. My Tcash balance is 0 shillings. So because it is 0 shillings, that means siwezi manage ku top up. So what I need to do to top up, ninahitaji niende kwa, so to top up, because now my Tcash balance is 0, itahitaji niende kwa either Tcash agent, nimrequest anidepositie pesa to my Tcash soko platform, or naweza weka pesa kwa M-Pesa and then I send it to my Tcash. So nitaituma to Tcash using what? Using the Tcash pay bill. So nitaguza the M-Pesa USSD *334#. I select option 6, pay bill, lipa na M-Pesa, and of course pay bill. Instead of taking the pay bill, I take the Tcash, and of course nieke hapo the pay bill number 817. I enter the phone number yenye nilitumia kuregister, and of course enter the amount and the pin, na hiyo pesa itakuja kwa Tcash balance. Ikikuja hapa kwa Tcash balance, that is the time nitakuja niguze ile option ya $sign. Na nikiguza option ya $sign, then the next thing to do is to just put the amount. If the amount I want to add there ni 100, taweka 100 and then top up. So nikitop up, hiyo pesa itakuja, and of course the cash payment platform fee balance itaongezeka, na ikiongezeka inamaanisha I'm giving myself a very big allowance to make so many cash sale transactions bila wasiwasi na bila stress in the course of the day. So what have we learned today and in this session? We have learned that you can be able to make cash sales using the Tcash Soko app. Hizi cash sale utakuwa tu una choose option ya customer anataka kulipa na cash. However, hazikuji for free. There is a service fee yenye unafaa kulipa for the cash sale. The service fee is 1 shilling for any transaction that is below, yani ile yenye iko chini ya 100, utalipa 1 bob. Kama iko juu ya 100 ni 1% ya value ya transaction. So tukasema kama transaction yako ni worth 500, the 1% of the 500 is 5 shillings. So fee yako itakuwa 5. Kama transaction yako ni worth something like 1000, the platform fee for that transaction that is worth 1000 itakuwa 1%, which is 10 shillings. And of course, you can just be able to calculate that. However, you don't have to stress about maths at 1%. Sasa hiyo ilikuwa inafanywa aje hesabu. No, I'm not teaching you percentages. The percentages zitafanywa na app. I'm just making you understand that fee ni kidogo. Remember, the entire amount is 100%. The platform fee is just 1%. So that means it's just a small portion compared to the great advantages that you get when you transact using the Tcash Soko app. So what are some of these advantages that I've kept on mentioning? One of them, the fact that you're preparing yourself for future credits. When you use the Tcash Soko app to make transaction, unaanza ku prepare yourself for future credits. Future credits from who? From banks and from your suppliers. So, ni vizuri kurecord cash sales. Let me just use this analogy or this knowledge that we all have. Some of us huwa tunapewa loans na mobile networks zenye tunatumia based on our activities za kutumia credit ama za kutumia airtime. Unapatanga wanakuambia unaweza pewa an airtime advance ya kama 50 shillings ya 100 based on how actively you use the platform. It is similar here. Wakati unatumia app sana, utakuwa na stand chance ya kupewa a bigger portion of money in terms of credit by the service providers. Apart from that, unaweza tumia the good statement that you will have created for yourself in a bank to access a loan and of course use the loan to expand your business. So let us make sure that we continue transacting with the Tcash Soko app because there are so many advantages of doing so. And the cash sales are not a limitation. You can be able to, of course, replenish the or add the amount in case you get to reach the limit, which is -50, past which you can't do any cash transaction. You can be able to add the amount by coming to the wallet. Na ukikuja kwa wallet, tumesema unaenda pale juu kabisa on your right hand side, there is the $sign there. Ukiguza the $sign, it is able to show you the cash payment platform fee. Na ukiangalia hapo chini, there is the option to top up. So ukitaka kutop up, utaweka hapo amount, na hii amount lazima ukuwe nayo kwa Tcash so that it just gets to auto update in the system and you're able to continue making the cash sales. So that brings us to the end of our session today. cash sales, records, and statements. In case you have any question on what we have learned today under the cash sales, records, and statement, kindly feel free to get back to me via the comment section. I'll be responding to your questions as soon as I see them. Let us keep it Tcash. Let us keep winning. Let us keep transacting so that we get to stand a chance to benefit from the Tcash Soko platform. Thank you and have a great evening. See you in our next session.